in the interest of, actually, I don't have the child. Hang on just a minute. This is one where I don't have full access. What is the child's name in this one? And
Jade Rivera.
And Caitlin?
Kayson James Anderson.
And Jaden Anderson as well?
Jade Rivera.
Rivera. Okay. And then, but Kayson is Anderson.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And there's just the 2 children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So in the interest of Jaden Rivera and Kayson James Anderson children, and present on a motion to modify, motion to confirm arrears by the Attorney General's office filed March 10th, 2021. Attorney General is present through Assistant Attorney General Martha Starr. Mother of the children, Camille Anderson, present virtually. The father, Daniel Rivera, was served in this cause by personal service. Return is on file the necessary 10 days. He has been noticed as to how to connect to this remote hearing. He is not present. He has had until 9:30 this morning to check in. He has never checked in, nor has there been a phone call concerning connection issues from Mr. Rivera. You're wishing to proceed with default testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
And your witness?
Camille Anderson.
Ms. Anderson, raise your right hand.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that any testimony you give in the court today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. State your name for the record, please.
Camille Anderson.
You may proceed.
Ms. Anderson, what are the names and ages of your children?
Jade Rivera, she is 17, and Kayson Anderson is 12. 13. 12. Oh my God.
And she's 12 or 13, right?
13.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
I said she's 12 or 13. She's not over.
Oh, that's funny.
What are their dates of birth?
Jade is 3/26 of 07, and Casein is 3/23 of 12. I have 5 kids. I'm sorry.
Bless you.
Where do the children reside, Miss Anderson?
At this moment, they're with their grandma right now until we sum this up, because I didn't know. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if this had anything to do with the custody thing or what, you know. So
is there a custody case pending?
well, no, Daniel is the custodial. I just didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't know if I was going to get in trouble for having them or what, you know.
Have they been?
There's absolutely not one reason why they can't be with me. Really, there's not one reason why they cannot be here with me. But I figured since he was custodial that they had to be there. I didn't want to get in trouble, really.
Have they been living with you?
Off and on.
Where is Daniel?
He's in jail. He'll be there for 20 years.
When did he go?
About 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago.
I have the TDCJ.
Okay.
So between me and his mom, we're back and forth, you know, just trying to make it work.
I'm trying to
And
find
so
one.
what is his expected release?
It's 20 years from now. I don't know. I cut ties with him a long time ago, and I haven't really been keeping up with him. So
one of my exhibits, Your Honor, is the TDCJ.
Okay. Do you want to share those?
Sure. And tell me if you want me to scroll it down.
Okay. I think this has most of the information that I want right here. All right. That's good.
Okay. I'll stop sharing. That's okay.
Yes.
So, When did the children first come to live with you?
Like I said, it's been off and on their whole lives, you know, it's been this way pretty much. But I would say it was right before he got arrested. So maybe like 3 years ago, or no, a little over 2 years ago is whenever CPS called me and told me to come get the children because Daniel was a direct threat to them or some to their safety, you know.
Okay,
And
so
it's been off and on since then.
was it in the summer or
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
before
Actually,
school started?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am, because that's why, yeah. It was right before school started.
Okay. And then how long did you have them?
Almost the whole school year, almost. And they came back to Rankin. I was in San Angelo. They came back to Rankin, and whenever they came back, I followed behind maybe a year later. So just last year, I came back so that I could be closer to them. And so I see them every day, you know. We live a block away from each other. They're at their grandma's right now, though. But I haven't lost custody or nothing like that.
Okay. And there wasn't ever a court order that gave you custody, right?
I mean, I never did lose custody. I
Okay.
saw all my rights and everything.
Right, but is what she's trying to ask you, Miss Anderson, is so CPS just informally told you to come get the children. There wasn't a court hearing on that?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and you never went to court with CPS. They just put the children in your possession.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
You let the children move back to Rankin with the
His mom.
All right. Okay. And there's never been a court order to change primary or the person to have possession from
Well,
Rivera.
I think Grace, the grandmother, I think she is trying to fight me for custody, but I mean, I don't know.
So the grandmother has had possession since last year.
Yes, ma'am. Well, yeah, pretty much. I would say
Yeah. Is she a party to this at this point?
no, ma'am. No.
No, I mean, I'm asking Miss Starr a legal question.
Oh,
No.
okay.
No, not as we don't have her on the case, and I don't believe I did look up Miss Anderson. There's not what we call a reverse case where Miss Anderson is claiming possession of the children and asking for a custody change.
And having had possession of the children for a year, is she someone you have to notice?
I think so. But we're just asking for a confirmation of arrears.
And this is it. All you're trying to do is get the arrears sorted out.
Yes.
All right.
Confirmation of arrears and modification of support.
All right. Let's continue. As long as you understand, this is just a money situation. If custody goes in, that's going to have to be through some private attorneys.
Right.
All right. Go ahead.
So we offer Petitioner's Exhibit 2, which is the payment record maintained in this case
Go ahead.
by the State Disbursement Unit. May I share my screen? I can.
Okay. I think I can see this fine.
Okay. I was gonna say I can make it bigger and I can scroll down if you. There is one line on the next page.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then. All right. And if I use this total, is it as of today or as of yesterday? Since he could.
It's as of yesterday.
Okay. And the child support is 18,46692. And the medical support is 513756. All right.
513756. Yes.
All right. Do you have any objection to this document as being everything that has gone in and out of the financial records paid by you? Ms. Anderson,
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
this record, if you'll go back to the previous page, Ms. Starr, this record, it shows a $101 payment back in May of 2024. Then there aren't any other, but does this reflect, does that $101 payment reflect everything you've paid into the registry of the court for child
I
support?
could say that's probably true. Yeah.
Okay, then State's Exhibit 1 is admitted. Or 2, sorry.
Okay. And then, Ms. Anderson, are you, how are you employed right now?
I'm unemployed at the moment.
Okay. Are you looking for a job?
I do work. Well, I do work, but it's like I get paid. I work out in the oil field. I cut and load pipe all day, and it's like under the table. I get paid under the table, so I mean, there's no way of tracking how much. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay. Are you paid by the hour or?
No, just by the job.
Okay. And so,
And I honestly, he pays me $50 a day. That's what I
Okay.
get, and I work probably 4 hours a day,
okay. So like 250 a week.
probably. Yeah.
You pretty much work every day?
Well, actually last week my boss got arrested too, so I haven't been to work since then. That's why I'm saying I'm unemployed, because I don't know what's gonna happen now.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And you have how many other children?
Oh no, my phone is shutting down. Oh my gosh.
Well, is it the battery?
Oh my goodness.
Are you there, Miss Anderson? May have ran out of battery.
So I don't know what to do on the possession credit because I thought the kids were still with her.
Yeah, we just need to figure out the situation. So we really need her back in here.
Yeah.
And I'd prefer to get it done today and not have to reset it. While we're waiting on her, can you put the State's Exhibit 1, the jail record, back up and let me look at something?
Sure.
All right, that's what I need is down there. So he was sentenced last year, but okay, thanks.
Sure.
Yes, we're back in court. We're still on the record. All right, now go ahead, Ms. Starr.
How are the children insured for health insurance purposes?
They're Medicaid,
And did you apply for that or did the grandmother apply for that?
the grandmother. I have 3 others on Medicaid, so they're not on my caseload. So she did it.
Okay. So you have 3 other children. How old are those children?
9, 8, and 4.
Okay. And you were saying you weren't sure what was going to happen with your job because your boss got arrested and you haven't been back to work.
I would like to get a steady job. I'm probably going to apply at all subs here so I can have a steady income, because it's kind of off and on again out there anyways. And I'm doing a man's job. I would rather not do that.
Sure, sure.
I just recently moved, so I'm trying to get settled in, and then I'm gonna go apply, so I don't have to worry about both, you know.
Absolutely. I will pass the witness.
Okay. So I'm trying to figure out, you said he went to jail in 2022 in the summer, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there, yeah.
All right. And then you kept the children in San Angelo through that first school year.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
And so
halfway
then
through.
you get,
It was a little over half the school year.
about what months did they go to Rankin?
It was around Christmas, probably. Yeah, it was about Christmas.
So midterm.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
So midterm of school during the
Oh, yes,
Christmas
ma'am.
break,
Yes, ma'am.
and that was Christmas 2022.
Yes, ma'am. But they,
Okay,
yeah, but they've been off and on, like, we live a block away from each other. So I see them all the
do you
time. I mean,
give her money directly for the kids, or how?
well, just like my daughter this last Friday, she was on homecoming court. And so, I provided the dress and all, I help out a lot.
Do you buy groceries
I'm there.
for them? What?
Oh,
Okay,
I don't do groceries because I'm on food stamps and I have 3 other children. And since they're staying over there, we just kind of leave that to each other, or, the groceries aren't
Okay.
really necessarily an issue, but I do help with school clothes and stuff like that.
all right.
Anything
And
they need, all they have to do is ask me and I'll help them,
all right, but and you do it directly with the grandmother, so she
Yes, ma'am.
has it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And how often are they spending the night at your house or just staying at grandma's house?
Yeah, they don't spend the night, but they do. I do see them.
They come over for the daytime?
Yes,
and spend
ma'am.
the day? Okay, so tell me
Well,
like a weekend.
sometimes they're in sports and stuff, so they're usually pretty busy. Especially my oldest, Jade. She's in volleyball, and she's in NHS and all that stuff. So they stay busy. I mean, we see each other quite often, but not as often as I would like to, really.
So do you pay all of the school expenses, or does the grandmother pay some as well?
I would say we'll send. Yeah, she does Daniel's job, really.
Okay,
So she is the other half, really.
all right. So she's providing Daniel's support.
Pretty
and
much, yeah.
you're providing what you would pay her. Your child support obligation is, I don't have that in front of me anymore. How much monthly?
I'm sorry, Judge. I changed my screen. $222 in child support and $57 in medical.
Okay. And so you're providing that 200, you're just buying stuff that they need through the month?
Yes, ma'am. I do help.
And
I just don't like send in the. I guess I'm what is it called? Oh, slipped my mind.
Oh, well, that's okay. And then he's going to be out for quite some time, right?
Yeah, 20 years. Yeah.
Okay. So Ms. Starr, can you go back to the summer of 2022? So was it June, July? Do you know what month in the summer?
It was probably July.
July? Okay, go to July 2022 and do child support. I'm not going to be able to adjust your medical support arrears because the grandmother's still providing that, all right? So you'll owe the back for that. So do the child support payment, which you said was $222 monthly.
Yes.
Apply offset credits to the arrears for $222 per month from July 1st, 2022 through October 31st, 2024. And then I'll modify it from November forward.
Okay, so that's what I had calculated previously as a credit, Your Honor. So
Okay.
the principal is $62.16, interest is $360.75, for a total maximum credit of $6,576.75.
Repeat the total. The buzzer was going.
I'm sorry, $6,576.75 credit.
Okay, in child support.
Child support credit, yes.
Let me get these people in and moved so they can start working cases. Ms. Anderson will understand that since she's waited a while today.
Yeah, it's okay.
All right, welcome aboard, Mr. Sweat, Ms. Howell. We're in the middle of a hearing, but I believe I have you both marked where you can move about rooms.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So 6,576.75 total interest and support credit.
Yes.
Subtract that from 18,466.92. Did you come up with a total, or do I need to subtract that?
I don't have a total yet, but I can. 8,466.92 minus 6,576.75. I get a net of $11,890.17.
Okay, that's what I got too. All right. And then the medical support arrears on that date were $5,137.56. All right.
Right.
And that's all as of yesterday, 10/30/24. No, we're not 30s yet. 10. All right. All right. And you're basically working minimum wage now,
Mhm.
are basically what you have been doing and what you're looking at. You're just looking at different sources.
You're right.
And you have children and she has 3. No, she has 2 children, you have 3, right?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But we don't have an account on her, right?
We do
You
not,
don't,
Your Honor.
to start.
We do not. We do not.
And she has not come in yet. But you think there might be a custody modification in the work? All
Yeah,
right.
I think it
We'll
is.
just, we can leave that to there. All right. And was non-disclosure pled without me looking back at everything?
Yes, non-disclosure was pled. Ms. Anderson, do you have any concerns for your safety or the children's safety if your address and phone number and work information were listed in the court's order today?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So here, do you have anything else you need me to consider, Ms. Anderson?
No.
All right.
It's been pretty.
So here's the ruling on strictly the money portion that's before the court today. All right.
Okay.
As to the child support arrears, according to the financial record, you owed $18,446.92 in child support, $5,137.56 in medical support as of October 30, 2024. That's what went through the registry of the court. I am giving you credit from July 1st, 2022 through October 30th, 2024. And that's for direct payment credit and as well as possession credit. All right. There was a combination of that. That results in a credit of $6,576.75 with all the interest that accrued during that period as well. That results in a final arrearage in child support of $11,890.17. Your medical support's still the same because you weren't providing that medical coverage. So you have those 2 amounts you still owe. I'm going to reduce them to judgment and order you to pay the child support obligation at $100 per month and the medical support obligation at $50. So, and then I'm going to modify support from November 1st forward. And I'm not going to have you pay child support because that will have to come up with whoever ends up with custody of the children. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So please continue to do your part and help out with everything.
I will.
But I'm going to set your child support at 0. I will order medical coverage to continue through government sources,
Right.
but you have to pay $40 a month. That doesn't go to him anyway, it goes to the state, all right?
Right.
So you have to pay the $40 cash medical support, and that starts in November. Income withholding, and we don't need non-disclosure. So what it amounts to, you still have to get the arrears paid off
Yeah.
and all, but right now you don't have child support, but that may not last forever. You or the grandmother are going to have to end up filing something concerning conservatorship. And that's not something that the Attorney General deals in. They won't file conservatorship
Right.
papers. You can go to the law library, study and do it yourself, or you can talk to an attorney and work out something. All right.
Okay.
But anyway, that's what it's going to go on. So what you have to pay every month is the 100 plus the 50 on the arrears, plus the 40 current cash medical. So it's about 190. And that's what you should start sending into the registry of the court, or those arrears are just going to grow with interest.
I know. I'm kicking
Yeah, and
myself
you've
in the butt already.
Yeah, and you've got to pay it through the registry of the court, or you don't get credit. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
You can't get credit against the arrears for anything you're doing for the kids right now. If it's not paid into the registry at this point on the arrears, you don't get credit for it.
So like say like how I bought my daughter's dress for homecoming, like should I send that in?
Well,
I see it, or
if
I
you
mean
want to give it, no, because that's money, that's what I'm talking, that's why I gave you the credit for direct payments, because for the last month, because those are payments that you were directly supporting the child with.
okay.
Now your child support set at 0. So nothing new in child support is accruing except for interest on the judgment.
Okay.
So anything you pay, you've got to pay through the registry of the court, because
Okay.
none of this money, Mr. Ramirez, is incarcerated. The
Okay,
cash. Now the arrears do, but you know,
Right.
that's money that
Yeah.
will go to him. All right.
Okay.
All right, you're free to go. Ms. Starr will draft a written order. I'll review it, sign it. And once that's done, then you'll get a copy by mail. All right?
Okay. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.